And what is he doing? And now it's time for the Feast of Passover. Everybody is headed to Jerusalem. The streets are busy. People are excited because there is something new getting ready to take place. And then now we have what we call Palm Sunday. I want you to go with me back about 2,000 years to see what transpired on this day.
He's shown the normal white horses and the black stallions. He's riding into Jerusalem on, well, let's just say a small donkey. Now, he's riding into Jerusalem. Here comes a man who we personally know is involved with this. You, sir, can you tell us how you're personally involved with this commotion today?
Sure. You see that man? That's the white robe over there, everyone is yelling at? Well, he's that prophet from Nazareth that's been showing up everywhere preaching and doing miracles.
And how are you involved with this?
Well, you might say without me, this whole parade wouldn't be happening. See that? He's riding my donkey.
Oh, do you rent him?
No, his family pet. Great animal. A little small, but big on the ability.
Back to the prophet.
Oh, yeah. Well, there we were, me and my donkeys, standing inside the Bethpage gate, minding our own business, and these two guys came up, started untying her. Well, I just say, what do you guys think you're doing, you clowns? And they said, may the Lord lead you, and we'll send you back shortly. Well, for some reason, I just stood there and let them take her. I don't understand it. I mean, two guys come up and take the donkey right under my nose, and I say, sure, go ahead. It ain't like me at all.
Well, thank you, sir. I hope you get your donkey back again soon.
Yeah, thanks. It ain't like me at all.
Let's see if we can talk to one member of the crowd. You, sir, there, can you come and tell us what you have to do with this today, all this commotion?
Me?
Blessed be you come
Yes, sir.
in the Lord.
You talk to me.
Blessed be you come in the name of the Lord.
I'm on TV. Hi.
Blessed is the King
I'd like
of
for you to
Israel.
describe to us today what you have to do with all this commotion today.
Hey, I think all these Hosanna parades, even though I've seen more prophets and saviors come out here than your average Tom, Dick, and Juice.
Well, do you think this one is different?
Well, there's stories about this guy that could be so much special. I mean, there's a rumor that, actually someone from the dead, not long ago over Bethany, he rose. If that's true, then maybe it's not your average Messiah. I mean, I was going to say he is really, but every now and then you have to wonder. If maybe the real thing might show up and do in those Romans.
And if this Jesus, the real thing, what would you do about it?
I'm not going to say anything. You got to go with the flow, You know how these crowds are. Hosanna today, crucify him tomorrow. I'm not sure really which one wants to do actually decided. Who knows what really might do to one.
Thank you, sir, for that comment.
Hey, can I give a shout out to my boy? I mean to go over there to the camera shop. Hey, man.
Well, thank you for that comment, sir. Oh, I think I see one of the chief priests headed over this way. Excuse me, sir. Can you come over here and talk to me and give us an official report what's going on here today?
Well, we the movements of Jesus of Nazareth. And we find his attitude and his claims toward on blasphemy. We advise our favorite Jews who are listening to take care lest they be led astray.
But what about all the miracles he's been performing?
That's all I can say.
Well, thank you, sir. Well, let's go back to you, Lydia.
Well, as you can see, everyone is rather non-committal as to who this Jesus of Nazareth really is. Although the fervor here today will lead you to believe that he has a lot of support. I guess we all will just have to wait and see the results of his stay in Jerusalem this Passover week and make our own decisions. Just who do you think he is? This is Lydia Goldsmith reporting today.
Years ago, if they were modern like us today and had the cameras and the news media like we have, this would have probably been the picture of the scene, because nothing really made sense. As Zephaniah had prophesied that a Messiah was going to come and he was going to be riding on the back of a donkey, this was something that people could not understand. Why would the Messiah come riding on a donkey? Zechariah said in chapter 9, verse 9, that this is how it would be. And up until then, when somebody came into power, they would come into town on that horse, designating that they were somebody. But yet here Jesus comes on a donkey. And as he came riding into town on that donkey, I want you to know something about a donkey. A donkey, as a matter of fact, the term used for donkey, as we see here in the scripture, his name is an ass. And today a lot of people put somebody down and call them that name because they think that a donkey is nothing. And yet Jesus comes riding into town on something that everybody else says is worth nothing, because when Jesus gets involved, he takes the lowliest things in life and he exalts them. And Jesus comes riding into town and he says, I'm not coming to bring to you anything but peace, because I'm coming today in peace. And as he comes, they grab the palm branches, and they had the palm branches in their hands. And as you read along the Gospels, you find out that they had to travel a journey many miles to get the palm branches, because they were expecting something spectacular to happen. And palm branches means that they have victory. We even have a song that we sing that says, palms of victory, crowns of glory, and the palm represents victory. So they came with their palms in their hands because they decided, we're going to have victory. We believe in this Jesus. He has done a lot of interesting things, and we think he just possibly could be